Hey guys, and welcome to Animeverse. In this video we'll be discussing chapter 270 of My Hero Academia titled Inheritance, so drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe and hit the bell since my upload schedule is pretty sporadic and it'll help you get notified when my videos go live. To start off, we have President Mike dragging out the doctor, which I'm really relieved about since this does give us kind of a confirmation and a message that he will be okay from this moment onward, up until Shigaraki's full awakening and he starts attacking everyone around. At least his chances of survival has risen for this arc because of this. We cut back to Exilus, who is watching over Shigaraki's lifeless corpse when he notices that the machine Shigaraki was in was technically still on. Even though Mirko and President Mike destroyed the glass pod he was in, it didn't really mean that all the cables and wires didn't protect the base machine from being destroyed, as it still read Shigaraki's status at 75% even with the glass being partially cracked. He does say he better destroy it, but we never see it happen, so I'm assuming he never actually does destroy it, which will be his downfall at this point and raise more death flags for this character. We go back to President Mike and the doctor, and holy crap do we get an exposition dump here. We come to find out that the doctor has been alive for more than 120 years. During this time, he has really been delving into the paranormal singularity theory, or the quark singularity theory that we were told about back in chapter 166. During that time, he was trying to prove to the world that a collapse was imminent in the future due to the power of quarks, but due to its absurdity, he was ignored and shunned by society itself, resorting to him walking away from everything, which led him to All For One, who was the only person who believed him and took him seriously. We also get some more insight on the Shirakumo incident, which interestingly enough didn't go as what the doctor wanted it to be. Originally he wanted the erasure quark from Aizawa, which does prove that this was no accident, and this brings more disgust to President Mike, who at this point doesn't even want to be holding him and is on the verge of a full-blown rage. The doctor also explained that he isn't using his original quark life force, which doubles his lifespan at the cost of his mobility, but a copied version of it with All For One having the original quark himself, which kinda explains why he didn't move or do much when he fought All Might back in the communal ward incident in chapter 89 through 94. We also find out that All For One doesn't even have his own quark anymore, but a copied version of it, with the original being given to Shigaraki himself in the 4-month experiment. As for Shigaraki himself, we enter in his dreamlike state, showing a bunch of broken buildings and what looks to be his house crumbled, as well as a bunch of hands around crumbling away slowly. We also get to see his family again, showing his little sister Hana apologizing for betraying Tenko about their secret. And I'm not gonna lie, I really love those panels of Shigaraki looking more innocent and smiling. As messed up and crazy as he's become throughout the story, these really show him in a really innocent light, even for just a moment, which I really do appreciate from Horikoshi. Next is his mom, which interestingly enough changed the way he looked, going from his white hair and scar on his lip as an adult to his black hair and smile as a kid. And finally we have his dad, who kinda brings him back to his reality, showing his hair change back to white slowly as he touched his father's hand and crumbled it all away, showing a shadowy All For One wanting him to come over to him. As he walks up to All For One, his family put in their last ditch effort to stop him, telling him to never forget, which finally proved the theory that the last hand that was on his face was Nana Shimura's hand. But he's had enough. He decays all the hands on his body, telling them one last thing, which is to not reject who he is, since this was the path that was given to him by the world. They should have no choice but to accept the fact that he's a villain, and there's no turning back at this point for him. We close off the chapter with the machine giving Shigaraki an electric shock, springing his torso off the ground and awakening him. And all I have to say for Exilus is RIP man, you did your job to the very end because you're screwed at this point. We cut to Deku getting a huge shock to his heart, sensing that Shigaraki has awakened and a great evil is coming. Now how does Deku know that Shigaraki has awakened even though he's nowhere near where it's happening? How does One For All and All For One truly have some kind of connection to each other, deeper than the similarities to their name? Or is it just for dramatic effect? Let me know down in the comments below with your thoughts on that. And that's pretty much everything for this chapter. For next week, I truly believe that Shigaraki will probably put his hand on Exilus and completely decay him to show like more shock value, and to show that he's aware enough to fight, and maybe even proceed to destroy the lab and everything around him to go find his friends. I'm truly curious on what will happen when he finds out that Twice is dead. Will it make him go on a rampage and kill every hero he sees, or will he just destroy everything around him in a fit of rage? So that'll be the video for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more anime content, and I'll see you guys next time.